Hello everyone, my name's Katie, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a full face of my mid-year favourites. A couple weeks ago I posted a video where I talked about my mid-year favourites, so basically the makeup that I've been loving from like January till the end of June. Now it's July, obviously I still love the products. I see a lot of YouTubers do videos that are like called full face of favourites, so why not do a full face of mid-year favourites since I've already talked about them. Basically all the products that I mentioned in this video, obviously I picked like multiple ones from each category, so I'll just have to decide today what products exactly I want to use. So I'm going to start with eyeshadow, of course, and I did mention that my favourite thing to kind of use as a base or for like cut creases is the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. This is the one that comes in a jar, and mine is in the shade Alabaster. It just has a very like thick consistency, which I quite like for like eyeshadow bases and cut creases and stuff like that. Right, so I'm just gonna use this little concealer brush and smudge all over this on my old eyeballs. So when it comes to like setting my eyelids down, I don't really have like a preference of powder, to be honest, so I'm just going to use the Technic superfine one because it's literally right in front of me. It doesn't really matter what powder I use on my eyelids, it's only like my full face that I really care about what specific powder I'm using. So I'm just going to set that concealer down. For eyeshadow, I shouted out 3 palettes: the Makeup Obsession Obsessive Eyes, Tammi X Revolution, and the Sof X Revolution. I won't use the Obsessive Eyes one just because my next one palette free looks video is going to be this palette, so not much point using it for this video. And in my original video where I talked about my mid-year favourites, I had the Sof X one on my eyes. So that makes me think I'll probably go with the Tammi one, but I might use a few shades from the Sof one. I haven't practiced this look at all, so I don't know where it's going to go, to be honest. I'm going to start with the reddish brown shade in the Tammi palette. This one right here. And I'm just going to put this one through my crease to start with. Right, I think next I'm going to go in with this orange shade up here, and I'm kind of going to work this in the same sort of area, just kind of blend it into what I've done. I'm going to go back in with the NYX concealer, and I'm going to do some form of cut crease and probably get it really uneven. I don't remember what video it was, but I was looking at it back and I just saw my cut creases and they were like completely different places, and I was like, oh my god, why, Katie, why? So this might happen again. Right, I definitely want to use this colour here, which I now have got orange eyeshadow in. It's like a kind of pearlescent pinky sort of colour. I think I want to use that one, but where do I want to use it? Yeah, I'm going to go in with that colour in the centre at the moment. So I think I'm going to go in with this light copper shade here and put that on the other 2 sides. Actually, I think I'm going to go in with the glimmery white and pop a bit more of that in the middle, just because I feel like I've lost the colour a bit there. Alright, I think I'm going to go in with this dark kind of maroony brown colour here. And I'm gonna just let this little smudger brush and work that for the line of the crease. I'm gonna go in with the 2 kind of whitey glimmery colours and pop that under the brow bone. So I'm just gonna go and do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be back. This is how our eyeshadow's turned out. Is it good? Is it shit? Who knows? I don't know, but it's complete and that's all that matters. As you can see, I mean, this is a really good palette. I mean, just look at the pigmentation. Just look at it. Just look at that pigmentation. It's so good. Okay, so for liner in my waterline, I shouted out 3. So there's the e.l.f. Glide, which is currently blunt, and as I have mentioned, I do not know where the hell my sharpener is, so I can't use that one. I've also got the Gigi Hadid Maybelline one, which, is almost blunt. Might be able to use it, possibly. And then the Collection Eye Definer, which is like, that is how much product I have left. That's everything. So I've kind of done myself a bit dirty here. Right, let's see if I can scrape out the Maybelline and put it in my bottom waterline. So we'll start with that. That's worked on the bottom. I'll try and use the Collection, the tiny bit I have left on the top ones. It might work. So for mascara, I shouted out 3. The first one was the Zoeva Graphic Lash, which I don't have on me, it's gone now. So the 2 that I do have on me is the L'Oreal Telescopic and the Maybelline Total Temptation. So I think I'm just going to layer both of these because layering mascara is something that I do quite frequently. So I'm going to start with the Telescopic on my top lashes, and then I'll layer over some of the Maybelline. Okay, look at those lashes. Always turns out like way more impactful on one eye than the other, but I'm happy with them. So I've got quite a few like spots going on this side of my face. I did mention the Collection colour correctors as well as the regular concealer, so I am just going to use a bit of their colour correctors. It's the Collection Lasting Perfection, the green and the yellow. I'm going to use both of these, but definitely the green because my face is blotching out. I keep getting like spots like on my ear as well, and it's so painful. And I'm just going to pop a bit of the yellow under the eyes, cover my dark circles. I definitely gotta say these Collection colour correctors are probably the best colour correctors I've used. They just give really good coverage, but they don't leave like a horrible cast over your face. So for foundation, I shouted out 3. The Maybelline Super Stay, which I was wearing in the video, so I won't use that one today. The NARS and the CYO. I think I'm gonna go with the CYO one today. Yes, we will go with the CYO, and I'm just gonna pump a load of this all over my face because this one, I think this one, I'd say this one has got better coverage than the NARS one, and I feel like I need coverage today because I don't know, I'm just breaking out, so that's why I'm going for this one. So that is the foundation on. I shouted out 3 concealers, the NARS Soft Matte Complete, the Collection the Skin Toned one, and the Maybelline Fit Me. I think because I didn't use the NARS foundation, I will go in with the concealer. And I haven't worn this in a while because it's so expensive and I've been wanting to kind of save it, but what's the point? Let's just use it. I mean, you brought it, you should use it. I'm going to go back in with this Zoeva concealer brush. Just going to pat this in. Oh, it's so good. It's just so like smooth and it just glides on like so nicely. And the colour's really good. But yeah, I'm just going to pack some of this under my eyes, on my spots, on my nose. You don't even need like a lot of it either. You just kind of do one kind of swipe and it's just like spreads out so far. It blends out so nicely as well. It sits on the skin amazingly. It's actually got pretty good coverage. It's just, oh, I love that concealer. It's so good. I just wish it didn't cost like £24 or however the hell much it costs. So my powder selections were unhelpful because 2 of the powders I don't have on me because I used them up. It's the Revlon Colour Stay Translucent Powder and the NYX HD powder, which I don't have any of that stuff on me. The only one I have on me is the Maybelline matte maker that I mentioned, but not an awful lot of it, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to coat my whole face in this, but I'll definitely be able to do it under my eyes. Okay, so we'll go in with this Maybelline matte maker. It's Classic Ivory, I think, the shade. We'll just start by doing our under eyes first. I'm not really sure what to do about the rest of my face at this point because that's the only powder I mentioned in the video. Right, I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. This is the tone correcting powder that I used in my last first impressions. I might as well just use this one on the rest of my face. It's not a bad powder at all. Mattify the rest of my face here. I mentioned 3 bronzers, the Revolution Renaissance one, the Makeup Obsession one, and the e.l.f. one, which I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. one, I think, today. And just add a bit of glue to my face. So for blush, I mentioned the Bourjois Run Curve and the MUA Shimmer Highlight and Glistening Amethyst, which is obviously a highlighter, but I used it as a blush for my skin tone. And I'm going to use this one today because I used the Bourjois one in the video. So I'm just going to pop a bit of this in my cheek area. And for highlighter, I'm of course going to go in with my BH Cosmetics one because this is my favourite thing in the world. It's the Blacklight Highlight 6 colour palette. Now the question is, what shade do I use? I think I'm going to go in with Laser, this one here, just because why not? Oh, I just love it. It's so beautiful. Okay, foundation lips are off. Let's move on to eyebrows. I'm gonna brush them through with, this is the Mayfair brow setter. I'm just gonna brush through my brows to start with. So I mentioned the Becca brow pomade, the LA Girls Shady Slim pencil, and the NYX pencil. I'll go in with the LA Girl one, just because the NYX one, first of all, isn't even from this year. And technically the Becca one isn't either. This colour is a little bit dark for me at the moment just because my roots are really like on show. But that's okay, I don't care. So I'm just going to use this LA Girl Shady Slim. It's in blackest brown, I believe. To just fill it in at the brows. I do quite enjoy this pencil. Yes, of course one brow is good and one's a bulky mess. Why does this always happen? So for setting gel, I mentioned that Milani Easybrow and the New Look one, which technically are also from last year, but I have them on me still when I'm using them, so I think I'll go in with the Milani one just because there's less product in it, so it's less likely to come out splodgy, and this brow is really like thick at the moment. This one's fine. This side is actually not too bad. Okay, so let's just finish off the eyes. Where did I put Tammy? Tammy, where are you? So I'm going to go back in with the orange colour, this one here, and I'm just going to put this under my lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with the transition shade that we started with, the reddish brown here. I'm just going to pat this a bit closer to my bottom lash line. Alright, I'm going to go in with Strobe from BH Cosmetics, this whitey one up here, and just pop a bit of that in my inner corners. Just going to go back in with some more mascara on my bottom lash line. I don't have the Do Say lipstick on me. It's like downstairs and I'm not going downstairs to come back up. So I'll use the other one I mentioned, which was the Revolution Pro Supreme lipstick in Rebellious. It's just a nice like pink nude. I'll just finish off with this. Okay, so I think that is everything. I'm just going to do my hair, clean up any mess, and BRB. So this is the finished makeup look, and actually I'm not too displeased with how it turned out. Actually, I'm quite liking it. I'd rather have my Do Say lipstick on, but I can't be bothered to go downstairs and then come back up for that nonsense. So I actually think the eyeshadow turned out alright in the end. My lashes are looking great. My base is looking pretty great. So very happy with how this has turned out. I need to get downstairs and eat some food before I go to work, so I'm not going to dilly-dally too long here. So that'll be it for this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.